Hello everyone, and thanks for coming to watch another one of my videos. Today I'll be showing you how to produce a Dutch pour using water only while still developing some nice cells. Before we get into the video, please remember to like and subscribe to see my future content. Let's quickly rewind this back to the start and see how it's done. The first thing I do before painting is to use masking tape on the back of the canvas, which will help to keep the back nice and clean after pouring. I have pre-made all the paints that I'll be using in this painting. The paint names can be found in the description below. I mix these paints with water only until the paint smoothly ran off of a wooden stick without leaving a mound on either the stick or the paint it was pouring into. Once I've pre-made the paints, I put them into bottles where they can last a long time. I shake the bottles well before I use them, just to make sure that anything that has settled on the bottom of the bottle can be mixed back in. Paints can thicken up slightly in the bottles, so it's best to check the consistency before each pour, and if needed, add a little bit more water. As always, the first paint that I apply is a background colour. In this case, I'm using Titanium White by Amsterdam. I use my hand and I tilt the canvas to make sure that there's a good spread of paint all over, and I also don't forget to spread paint onto the sides as well. While spreading the background colour, I have a change of mind for the composition of this piece, so I therefore rotate the canvas portrait. My thoughts behind this being that I plan to blow the paint directly away from where I'm standing, and with this size canvas, portrait would be the better option for the orientation. I specifically pour my paint in the lower right hand side of the canvas, which will give me a good amount of canvas to blow the paint away from myself and to the left. Once the coloured paints have been applied, I go around this with some more white paint, which will help the other paints to flow. Using the hairdryer, I blow the white paint over the coloured from two different directions to ensure it's fully covered. I took a minute to reassess where the coloured paints are under the surface of the paint at this point. The paints are taking an elongated N type of shape. Using the hairdryer, I blew a portion of this paint up the canvas whilst ensuring that enough was left to cover the left hand side. I let the paint settle for a moment and walked away from the painting, as I find I have a temptation to alter it too much if I'm standing next to it. Once I come back to the painting, I dislike the white at the bottom of the canvas. I feel as though there's slightly too much negative space in this area. In order to adjust this, I blew some of the coloured paints around in order to try and cover the spot. Whilst adjusting this area, I blew too much paint and it got slightly stretched out. I didn't really like this, so I removed some of the blue and replaced it with some more white. After that final adjustment, I was happy with the piece, and so I torched it to remove any air bubbles that formed. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please remember to like and subscribe to my channel to see future content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.